Welcome to Wisdom Exchange TV, part of the YouMeWe Social Impact Group. I'm Suzanne F. Stevens, international speaker, social entrepreneur, author, and your host. In our next episode, we interview Njeri Thubei, founder of Upendo Women's Foundation. They provide access to quality, sustainable hygiene and health education for girls and women in Africa. In this interview, you'll learn the most significant barrier to girls' education in many developing countries and what you can do about it. How to engage youth in an international initiative. How do you ensure your beneficiary is receiving the product you intend? How to get people involved in a nonprofit without doing a fundraising event. How to run a nonprofit, a social enterprise, and have a career, and so much more. Join us for the full interview at wisdomexchangetv.com. Njeri Thubei, where you'll be inspired on how to make your contribution count for you, me, we. What was the catalyst for you to start this organization?
In 2013, I was watching a presidential debate for Kenya, and all the 8 candidates, they were all saying, when I do get elected, I'll make sure we have sanitary pads in school. And I thought, this is not a topic we should be having as for presidential debate. And I was really frustrated. I said, somebody needs to do something about this. And that still small voice said, why don't you? And my thought went back. It's like I had a flashback of my childhood. I remembered, oh my gosh, when I was young, I hated using what I was using because I used cotton wool.
And you're right about the nonprofit and relying on others' generosity. And I talk a lot about that actually in my book, because if we can build it into our businesses or our nonprofits as either a social enterprise or build the mechanism where it feeds itself. So how are you actually doing that?
Taking what we have, the product that we have designed here, and teaching them how to make it there locally. And in return, as a nonprofit, instead of me thinking, how am I going to get the products from the US to Africa? How can I get the women in Africa to make the product? The cost of what I'm using to ship this cargo is enough to create a job opportunity for somebody. So we don't have enough volunteers to be able to make products to sustain millions. And if one country alone, in Kenya alone, I was looking about over 3 million girls missing school. In South Africa, you have over 7 million girls missing school. Those are 2 nations with 10 million girls. Think about the rest of the continent.
A lot of people don't understand how a nonprofit works. There's administration costs. And through that administration cost, your income comes out of that as well.
So far on the nonprofit, I am not paid to do what I do. I do it because I'm passionate about it. I have my own business that I work on marketing. I'm a mental health coach. I'm also into investing. I like to be as a business investor. So I look for ways to make my own money so that I can also turn around and put that money, my profits, towards the nonprofit. Because it takes a while for a nonprofit to pay you. It's a business like any other business. There's so much work to be done.
This episode is sponsored by Make Your Contribution Count for You, Me, We, a book written by Suzanne F. Stevens. It's time to act. Let this book be your guide to having a sustainable social impact while living your most meaningful life. Thanks for listening.